when male Karens get angry and lose it. So, I mean, there seems to be like just a massive increase in what we call Karens and Kens. You know, people that just completely can't behave themselves in public. You know, if anything, even the smallest thing doesn't go their way, they just absolutely, completely, as the kids say, crash out. Like, running into these types of people is got to be one of the worst things that can happen to you, because it's just, mate, like, just be reasonable.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Retail Nightmares. Tonight on Retail Nightmares, we take a look at male Karens who got triggered. This is similar to Karens getting triggered, except it's old boomers who get really angry at people for no reason. Now, we have a lot of Karens to get through, so let's jump right into it. Okay, so this gentleman was going through the trails on his mountain bike when he came across a Karen who had deliberately put sticks on the path so that he would ride into them and fall off his bike.
Wow. That's got to be a crime of some kind. If he came off his bike down to what she did, you know, that's like battery, isn't it?
Reason being is, although this is a public park and he can ride his bike through there on the bike trail, this Karen didn't like that he was riding his bike on the trail and wanted to sabotage him. He basically set up a booby trap so he would ride over the sticks and come off his bike and hurt himself and probably not come back there again. This Karen gets confronted for it and denies it, even though the evidence is right there that suggests that he did it. And then another innocent cyclist comes through to confront the Karen for doing it as well. Let's have a
That is so nasty and mean-spirited. Gee, what kind of person do you have to be to do that? You know, she wanted him to get hurt.
look.
We're gonna do a video on why you're just putting sticks deliberately middle of the trail. Prove it. I just watched you do it, love.
Did you?
Excuse me, this isn't
Excuse
a
you.
trail. You go to mountain bike trail parks. I mountain bike myself. You go to trail parks.
Okay, fair
This
enough.
is
Mate, it's not your park. It's not your park.
a stepping forest.
And I dabbed the brake straight round the corner, and I said hello. Bang the bell
You
on.
were steaming down there full
you were
pelt.
steaming
You weren't
full
paying
pelt,
any
not
attention to
safe.
what's going on
You
about
could
it.
have
We had to
you
get
could
out of the
have
way.
done
So what is that?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Hey,
It doesn't matter what
Do you know
that
what?
is.
that doesn't matter what that is.
Because
It's not a mountain bike
If it's in your way,
trail.
move it.
You're not
It's
on
not
a mountain bike trail.
Okay.
If legally he can ride his bike through there, then he can ride his bike through there. Obviously, I'm not saying he should be riding through at ridiculous speeds, because that is dangerous for sure. But I don't know if he should be putting logs in front of him to try and get him to come off his bike. I don't know. I think this is insane. What do you guys think here? Where do you stand? Because I can understand if he's going really quickly and they've got a small dog, you know, that could be dangerous, but...
Forest, he has the right to do here as much.
yes, exactly.
I didn't say you can't say
Exactly.
Listen to you lot blurting your mouth off. You swear.
I'll tell you what. I'm a dog walker as well.
Sorry, touch.
I'm a dog
I know,
walker.
but
I'm
you're
gonna use
not
the
paying
word.
attention.
Well, what the is that? Grow up.
Makes you slow
How
down,
old are
I
you?
suppose. Someone's done that to
How
me.
old are you? Grow up. How old are you? Grow up.
How old are you, my
I'm a
friend?
dog
Mate.
lover. I've got 6
How embarrassing. This is so embarrassing.
dogs.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
grow up,
You
man.
can't put sticks there. Look, there's
Grow
sticks
up.
there. You've been swearing like I'm a scaffolder.
I can
You
swear
should be
if
on
I
my
like.
team.
Grow up.
Swear.
What is that? Sexism? I can swear.
No, you can swear.
Oh, you chauvinist.
Filth out your mouth compared to what he spoke to you.
Okay, all right.
You
Listen to
chauvinistic.
me. Listen to me.
You chauvinistic do-gooder.
This is
Yeah.
a byway.
Okay, so this gentleman was flying his drone
Where do you guys stand on that one? I do feel like, you know, putting those things in front of him on the path was bang out of order.
on a public beach and basically gets confronted for it. The reason being is this Karen thinks that he owns the beach, and he also manages the apartments in front of the beach and says that everybody is complaining about the drone, so the Karen takes it into his own hands to bring the drone down. The Karen has no jurisdiction telling him where he can and can't fly the drone, as it is a public place, and this drone flyer has actually looked into it and made sure that it is legal for him to operate the drone there. The Karen is really angry about this and gets emotionally distressed because he's not getting his way, especially when the drone flyer brings up his rights and that he's legally allowed to do this. The Karen gets really upset by this and starts intimidating the gentleman and then tells him that he's going to call the authorities. Let's have a look.
All right, this is a
I don't care.
this is a public beach. And
Again, it's against FAA regulations.
there's no FAA regulation. This is
I've had too many
unrestricted
complaints.
airspace.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If you don't ground them,
I am not going
You
to
will be
fly
kicked
again.
out.
I'm not going to fly again, but I'm letting you know
understand?
this is unrestricted
I will call
airspace.
Orange Beach PD.
I told you I'm not going to fly again.
I know you're not.
I'm not going to fly again, but this
last
is
time.
unrestricted airspace.
Oh, that's where you're wrong.
This is no. What's your name, sir?
Anywhere from that pole up belongs to Summer Chase. You understand?
This beach right here belongs to Summer
all the way
Chase.
to that pole.
That pole. So we can step right down past.
This is another really tricky one for me. If it's unrestricted airspace, it's unrestricted airspace. But if I'm at the beach, I've got my shirt off and everything like that, with my partner, she's, in a bathing suit. Do I really want to be on some random guy's drone video? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, man. These ones are really tricky. Where do you stand?
Past that pole. Okay, I'm going to step down this right past the pole. What's your name, sir?
Like, as if he agreed to erase any footage of me and whoever I'm with from the drone footage, okay, fine. Film whatever you want.
I know you're staying here.
What's your name, sir? What's your name?
You've been told.
What is your name, sir?
Don't worry about it.
What is your name, sir?
You've been told not to fly.
What's your name, sir?
I've had way too many complaints from these people.
What's your name, sir?
I've had way too many complaints.
What is your name, sir? Do you work here?
Yeah, actually I do.
All right, what's your name, sir?
You'll see me up here. Come on up here.
What's your name, sir? What is your name? If you have no name, you don't work here.
You've been told.
What's your name, sir?
Been told not to fly.
Okay, so basically this gentleman was
Yeah, tricky, not clean cut. But I suppose if the law's the law, if he's allowed to film, he's allowed to film.
walking to his car with his trolley and trying to put his groceries in his car when he gets confronted by a gentleman. The gentleman claims that he is an off-duty police officer but refuses to tell him his badge number, where he works, or what his name is. The apparent off-duty officer thinks that he stole his items and wants to see his receipt. The thing is though, the man is not legally obligated to show a random person and maybe even a police officer his receipt, but the thing is I don't think this man is a police officer, he's just pretending to be one. The apparent police officer gets really angry about this situation and starts getting in his face. He of course was profiled for this and that's why they thought he was stealing when in fact he did have a receipt, he just didn't want to have to show it to a completely random stranger. It makes total sense, he's just going to his car minding his own business and he's literally getting harassed by a random person to show his receipt. The gentleman definitely doesn't have to show him his receipts, but had he just been nicer about the situation, he may have done it even though he didn't have to. Things escalated quickly when they tried to pull a citizen's arrest because he wouldn't show his receipt. Let's have a look.
Is that for the chicken? Yeah, for the chicken. What chicken? For this chicken. No,
Stopping me on my way. There's food right here at HEB.
You're accusing me of stealing, dude.
And over here. Right over here.
I'm sorry, being stopped by some random plainclothes guy asking for my receipt, I'd probably be a bit annoyed as well. Like, you're not even in uniform. Like, for all I know, you're just some random dude.
Look at this dude. Who are you, man?
Who are you? Don't worry about it, man.
Don't worry about it.
Like, who are you,
Cop or
mate?
what?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, let me see your.
Yeah, let's see your badge then.
Let me see your badge. Let me see your badge number. Let me see your badge number.
Why? You got food? Left the store.
You got a badge number?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I saw you in the store. You saw me walk out without paying for it? I saw you walk through the store. And?
So it's a crime to walk through a store? I'm sorry, this guy, he's an idiot. The way he's coming across is just so rude. He's not showed any documentation.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Yeah. Call somebody else, dude. Call. There we go. Can we see your receipt?
How about
This guy right here, he says he's an officer. He says I didn't pay for my food. He's humiliating me in front of everybody here. Me off. This is paid for. Okay. I got a receipt.
Tell him to show his badge.
Okay, I don't have to show him. He said he saw me not pay for it. He's lying. I saw you pay for the food at the chicken place, but I didn't see you pay for the dog food. What's this sticker, man?
I'm sorry, this guy in the cowboy hat, he's handling this really badly. Just get your buddy to show his badge.
What's this sticker?
That's not a sellout. Just talk to me first. Listen to me. You gotta go home right now. Here's okay?
I got a problem. I got a problem with law enforcement to begin with, man.
Okay.
I've had some bad because of tyrants like him.
Okay, so this gentleman was walking down.
Oh man, I really wanted to see how that ended. Like, I'm sorry, like that guy in the t-shirt, who did he think he was? Like, we didn't even know if he worked for the company or anything.
The street, and a very dangerous driver drove past him, and he flipped the dangerous driver off. The dangerous driver saw this and immediately turned around to confront the bystander. The driver started abusing the gentleman who was walking and calling him every name in the book. Basically, the person who was walking didn't give him a reaction. He was just trying to explain to him that he was driving very dangerously and he's putting other people's lives at risk. The dangerous driver had no intention on reforming himself or listening to the gentleman, as he just continued to abuse him and insinuate a lot of things about the gentleman walking down the road, even though he is the one in the wrong and driving dangerously and honestly shouldn't even have a license. Let's have a look.
Zach, get the way. Like, dude, you must have coronavirus, you stupid mother. Yeah. No.
So as you can see here, the gentleman driving is very timid and he's a very dangerous driver and he's putting other people's lives at risk. But things go very downhill from here. He immediately comes back to the gentleman walking down the street and continues
What's his problem? Like, just drive away. Just go away.
to abuse him and insinuate things about him. Let's have a look.
Right. Oh, he's gonna take a video for absolutely nothing. You guys have nothing better to do on vacation. You must be bored as
God, what an annoying, like, the voice, so whiny.
dude. Look at my eyes. Hey, yeah, look through the phone. You can't look me in the eyes because, dude, look how sad. Look at her. Look at her. You can't even get a girl that's
Oh my God, dude, be quiet, please.
bro. Doesn't that suck? Doesn't that suck? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so this contractor was actually trying to find the property that he was doing some work on, and the thing was, it was a shared property, so he walked up to this gentleman's property by mistake, and basically he went full Karen on him. He wasn't happy that he was going to do some work on the other house, and started going off at the contractor. This Karen wouldn't let the gentleman just do his job and go on his way. He wouldn't even tell him what part of the property is his and where it begins. The man then started following the contractor, and he got the police involved on the contractor for coming onto his property. Let's have a look.
You might notice I'm a little older.
Yeah, but you're going at them.
I'm
they're
not
being
going
aggressive.
at him.
They're not being aggressive. So
Neither am I.
You just needed to.
I'm being emphatic.
Okay, well, we're not going to be emphatic anymore.
I didn't raise a hand. I don't have a weapon.
I know. I don't think you do, but I'm not going to let it escalate further than what it is. Okay?
They might have a weapon in the vehicle.
I deal with these guys a good bit. Can we just kind of start over?
I'm a real estate investor.
Go back?
I've dealt with these guys a lot too.
Okay.
And up until a few weeks ago, when we shot a perfectly illegal black man, everything was super fine. And we did another one in Atlanta. That was a clean shoot. Clean.
What is he talking about?
I've ever seen.
We don't need to talk about that.
And the insane people have gone absolutely nuts in this country.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Mate, I'm so confused by that last one, but I feel like people are getting, do you think people are getting angrier these days? Like less pleasant, less social? Maybe it's because of the, financial situations a lot of people are in, the difficulty. But it's more than that. It just feels like people just aren't as nice as they were before. Like, do you see where I'm coming from? Do you agree? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.